Hello, my name is Alexis Ross at Grand Canyon University, and today I will be giving the initiative and referendum process in Arizona. An initiative in law is defined as a petition to propose changes to a given existing constitution, the presentation of the changed constitution, and regulation on the regional, provincial, city, municipal, or barangay levels. Initiatives can be classified as direct, indirect, or else planned to set. An example of an initiative is when one overlaps another person in job selection, giving more benefits in a given project than you should give. Finally, in a business context, it can happen when one increases the customer's expected satisfaction. On the other hand, a referendum is defined as votes which are directly impacted a certain proposal of a country, a certain new law to be implemented, or political seat vied by different political leaders. In addition, we have different classification of a referendum, that is, mandatory versus optional binding versus consultative, sitting initiative versus authorities initiative, and finally, proactive versus reactive. Next, we will talk about the creation of initiatives and referendums. It goes through several stages before being approved to create an initiative. To begin with, citizens must gather signatures from other citizens after proposing a particular law or change to the current constitution for it to be eligible. After the signatures are enough according to the government policies regarding the petition, the proposed change in the Constitution or a new law is not put in place to be voted by a majority of the citizens. And if the majority of the citizens votes for the change or the new law, it is then approved and endorsed to the existing law. On the other hand, referendums also have different stages before they are endorsed to the existing law. In the same way, during the creation of initiative by the citizen, the same way happens if a referendum is to be started by the citizen rather than the legislative bodies. The citizen must collect enough signatures as directed by the law regarding referendum formations, and voting by the majority will endorse the referendum into law. Next, we will talk about the similarities and differences between an initiative and a referendum. The common characteristics between initiatives and referendums are that citizens must participate in their formation. Also, signatures are required in both before they are endorsed into the existing law. Finally, in both, majority votes are considered to be the major factor in creating or rejecting new laws. Initiatives and referendums have some differences ranging from their definition of how they are implemented and their impact on the law. To begin with, initiatives are petitions put in place to propose changes to a given existing constitution or to form a new law. At the same time, referendums are defined as votes directly impacted by a certain proposal of a country or a certain new law to be implemented. Moreover, citizens can easily form initiatives, but referendums are more complex to pass when started by citizens than when started by legislative bodies. Finally, initiatives are used to create new laws or implement changes in the existing constitution. In contrast, referendums reject a certain proposed change to the constitution or new laws put in place by the legislative bodies. Next, I will give you information on the advantages and disadvantages of initiatives and referendums. So starting with initiatives. Initiatives are advantages to the citizen because they are given the power to policy creation and new law amendment in their country. And this may in turn improve the community's core values. In contrast, initiatives also have disadvantages in that they are costly regarding capital spent and the time consumed before implementation. Referendums are advantages to the citizens since they allow them citizens to disapprove of a certain new law or a proposed change to the Constitution. This gives the citizens the mandate to protect their rights and make them pass laws in their best interest. On the other hand, they also have some disadvantages in that they are expensive and take a long time before being endorsed. Next, we'll talk about how initiatives and referendums support the idea of direct democracy as outlined in the Arizona Constitution. Initiatives and referendums enable voters to directly influence public policy and enact new laws, which supports the concept of direct democracy established in the Arizona Constitution. Voters can propose new laws or constitutional amendments through initiatives and approve or reject the proposed laws of legislative bodies through referendums. Initiatives and referendums also help to assure that laws represent the standards of the people and are in the public's best interest by providing voters direct authority over the laws that governs them. This contributes to upholding the Arizona Constitution direct democracy principle. Thank you for listening.